Am I the asshole for blaming my fiance for Thanksgiving being a disaster?
Absolutely.
You think asshole?
I don't know. He probably deserved it, but let's find out before. Let's not be too quick to judge.
So you might actually be not the asshole.
He may not be.
No. I'm sitting in my pajamas fuming about this whole thing, and my fiance is acting like he holds no equal footing here. I need to know I'm not crazy. When I was about 4 years old, my parents introduced me to their friend, Rose. She started spending a lot of time with us and eventually moved in. They were always close friends, and she was very good to me, but I didn't think anything weird of it. A lot of people knew I lived with family, so I thought it was like that. When I was a preteen, they explained to me that they were all together. Not polygamy or a sister-wives situation, but Rose was in love with and dating both of my parents. It was a little jarring, but I accepted it, and honestly, it didn't change much. Rose was still one of the people who helped me with homework, pitched in with dinner, taught me how to ride a bike, etc. She was there for every big moment, even the sad ones. The only thing that changed is they started kissing one another in front of me, but nothing gross, just the typical parents' pecks or whatever. I knew this wasn't normal for every family. My friends were fine with it when they found out. Not all of their parents were as understanding or accepting, but we were old enough that we could see each other outside of our homes, and it didn't impact me a whole lot socially. Twice I had a boyfriend who found it weird, but it was revealed early on in our relationship, so it wasn't a huge heartbreak. I've been with my fiance for the past 3 years. We've been engaged for 1. When we started dating, I explained to my parents, and he was cool with it. He's hung out with them and spent the holidays with us. His family lives across the country, and they haven't been able to fly out to visit much. We've only afforded 1 trip there since I started dating him. The first time I was meeting them, I asked my boyfriend to tell his parents about my parents and Rose, and asked him to let me know what they said. He told me that they were completely fine with it. Every time we saw each other, it never came up specifically, but I would mention Rose in passing, and no one batted an eye, so I figured all was fine. This year, his parents were able to fly out for Thanksgiving. My fiance and I were hosting. My parents and Rose were coming too. Again, I don't think much of it. Everyone's under one roof, everything's nice and merry. Then at some point, I go to check on the food, and when I come back, things are noticeably awkward. Fiance's parents, my parents, and Rose all look uncomfortable. Fiance looks annoyed. I ask what's wrong, but no one will tell me. I awkwardly announce that it's time to eat. The meal is quiet. Outside, my parents and Rose are engaging with me. Fiance's parents leave for their hotel as soon as we're done eating and don't even bother to stay for dessert. I'm even more confused. My mom eventually pulls me into the other room and explains that while I was checking on the food, she, my father, and Rose were talking about a trip they're taking. Fiance's parents looked confused, and Fiance's mom asked, quote, "Rose is going with you?" My mom said, "Of course," which seemed to disturb them. My mom then said she explained that they were in a relationship together, and that even further disturbed them.
Somebody wasn't being, clear.
My mom told me that she was hurt that I lied, that his parents were okay with them. It wouldn't have changed that they came, but they would have been more careful to not make it awkward. I told them I didn't lie at all. My fiance had told me they were okay with it. She apologized for accusing me, and I apologized that she went through that. She, my dad, and Rose left not long after that. My fiance and I got into a huge argument after this.
You think?
He said he didn't know how to tell them, so he just didn't. I told him he's been lying to me for 2.5 years and put everyone in an uncomfortable position. I asked what his parents thought, and he had told them Rose was my aunt who lived with them to save on rent. I asked him what he expected to happen. My parents and Rose aren't making out and in people's faces, but when they're in what they assume are safe spaces, they act like they're in a relationship. He claims it's all on his parents for being weirded out and making it awkward. I said no, this is on him. He lied to everyone and made it terrible for everyone. Sure, his parents could have acted normally, and they are at fault for not recovering and trying to have a nice meal, but he's still more so at fault. He just doubled down and said he didn't do anything wrong. He is now mad at me and says that I shouldn't be blaming him for this, and instead should just be mad at his parents. I am just so confused and lost, and I'm wondering if I'm going crazy by being mad at him. Am I the asshole?